Hey! This is our practice tutorial video for the week after winter break. I hope you had a great break. Let's get back to work. From now on, we're going to start these videos with a student question. This week's question is, Mr. Morales, if I think I need more practice than 25 minutes a day, 5 times a week, can I practice more? Absolutely. You can always practice more. The more you practice, the more you learn, the higher you achieve, and the happier you and I will be. This week's focus is on scales. Each of you have received a scale sheet for your instrument. If you didn't receive one, you can download and print a copy from the links below this video on the blog page. This week you were assigned to practice the D and the G major scales along with the play-along tracks that I've created. There are 5 different tempos for these tracks. Slow, medium slow, medium, medium fast, and fast. You can find links to those tracks on the play-along page. Now remember, when you're practicing these, start slow. Don't move on to a faster tempo until you've done everything on our brand new practice checklist, which I'm going to talk about next. Mr. Morales, what's the practice checklist? Let me tell you. The practice checklist is an easy way for you to decide whether or not you've really learned the music that you've been practicing. We're going to use the acronym TIRE, like you put on a car, to remember the checklist. T is for tone. Your basic sound. When you put the bow on the string and you're pulling it, does it sound crunchy? If it does, that's not good tone. Does it sound really thin? Maybe you're not putting enough weight in the bow. That's not a good tone. We want a strong, even tone that's not too crunchy, but not too soft either. I is for intonation. I is for intonation. Are your fingers going down in the correct spot so that when you're playing these scales or anything else that we are going to play, does it sound right? Make sure that you're playing in tune. Just because you're using the right finger doesn't necessarily mean that you're playing the right note. It must be the correct finger in the correct spot at the correct time, which brings us to our next letter, R, rhythm. Making sure that if the note is a quarter note, that you're playing it a quarter note. If they're eighth note, playing eighth notes. Rhythm also has to do with the tempo, making sure that you're playing in time, that we're playing together. In morning orchestra, on Wednesday, I told you guys that we are struggling currently to play together. Everybody cannot play at different speeds. We must play together in order for the audience who's listening to make sense of what we're playing.